Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sonic Frontiers. We're in Endgame, officially. These are the last two parts. And I'm just looking around like, okay, I have map spots to find. And the best I can do for this one is just put my waypoint in the middle of the unexplored territory and hope the map marker is there.
Well, I hope nothing is in the way to get to that point, because that was a constant issue I had in Island 2.
Island 2 is more like desert canyon-y.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I wish this game just had a means for Sonic to be able to climb walls, Breath of the Wild style.
Master Ninja.
Well,
I mean, there are ways to climb terrain, sure, but it doesn't feel intentional.
yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of how it would work, but not in this sort of boost era-y style, I don't think. I think the game would have to lean super heavy into the... Oh, wow, it's like the parry challenge all over again.
Oh boy, I am holding the button down. Here I go. Watch this. Here he comes, Dad.
I like how the Master Ninja literally uses the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and it's just like, come on. What?
Swing and a miss.
Oh, fuck this. This is combat.
What the hell happened there?
Gameplay.
Smash is a 3D game.
Oh no. What have you done?
It is a 3D game.
I mean, by principle, it is a 3D game, even if it is a 2D fighter.
No, what have you done?
No, it literally works in 3D because, I'd have to find it again, but there was a clip of Marth breaking a shield on his opponent, and during his stun animation, he used a move and it whipped right entirely because it wobbles back and forth. But because it's technically a 3D plane, it whipped.
Right. Because it whiffs on the Z axis.
Yeah, it whipped on the Z axis.
Okay. So yeah, technically Smash is a 3D game. You live in a house of lives, Smash players.
Oh. I accidentally did try to do that.
Did that seem like it was fast forwarded for a second?
No, that was because I tried to use the stomp attack by accident, or maybe I hit the input by accident, and that just meant Sonic shot into the circle blocky thing. This laser, so annoying. Oh, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it.
And off you go.
Darn it. Ow. I thought that was going to be a bottomless pit. Come on. Nah. That's not going to work. Oh, but that one worked. I wonder. I got launched, that's why. I got launched into a trick jump. So, on this island alone, there are 3 different variations of this goddamn pillar robot. I just want you to appreciate that. There are 3 of them. You have to beat all of them individually to get the defeat all enemies achievement. Yeah. I actually missed that achievement by the end of my first playthrough, and I'm like, wait. What did I miss? I could have sworn I fought everything. So I went to the first island looking around for enemies I hadn't fought. Went to the second, went to the third. I even explored Island 4 before I realized on Island 5 there was just a different variant of the pillar robot that I hadn't fought yet. And I'm like, oh, god damn it, game. Why do you do this to me? Anyway, where's that frickin' map space? Oh, it's down here.
It's nighttime now, so do it quickly before the sun rises.
Yeah, we got some lights in the woods.
Got a pair of those little light thingies.
Is just, you know, this is kind of like one of those challenges where it only exists to be a nighttime challenge. So like the actual thing you do is just not interesting at all. I mean, come on, guys. Do something more interesting if you're going to restrict it to a nighttime challenge. Woo. Another seed that I don't need.
That should be the last map you need.
I think. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, thank God. Finally, end this. Even Nora's laughing at you.
Okay. Up and up and up we go. Oh, oh. Ah, I almost tripped over my own feet.
I think all we have left are sage tokens.
Which I think is what you're combing the map for right now.
There's
oh,
a
never
couple.
mind. Oh, fuck.
One last cyberspace level.
Don't worry, now that I have the map, I can just fast travel to the portals.
Yeah.
So, in between parts, someone did comment, I forget whether it was on YouTube or Twitter, that the Cocos do actually have a folklore origin. Apparently, they're connected to some sort of like statue charm thing that was used in burials. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I thought that was neat. I mean, they're ghosts, so that's appropriate. I wish I knew why the Chaos species got into the habit of wearing their burial charms in advance, though. That was a little weird. Kind of morbid. Oh no. Wait, what level is this?
Well, I do believe it's a cyberspace level.
No, I mean, like, is this a level that exists in the other games?
Oh, beats me.
All I know is that it's a level that seems to have been built for drifting, but doesn't have a drift.
So it might be from Unleashed. So it could be Empire City.
I don't know. Empire City didn't have quite so much platforming.
I'm sorry, Skyscraper Scamper or whatever it's called.
Empire City didn't have quite so much platforming, though. Or, for that matter, quite so many auto boost sequences.
Is it Speed Highway?
Might
No, Speed Highway doesn't have like stuff like this going on.
Also true.
This might just be an original.
It could be an original. I'm seeing cues from Empire City, though. That's what's throwing me for a loop.
Loop.
Fucking Sonic.
Oh, you missed the S rank by
Ooh.
a second point and a half.
Eh.
How do you live with yourself? Ow.
Splinters in my eyes. Why did I think it was a good idea to break these with my face?
The boost doesn't hurt things. Especially in this game where the boost doesn't actually hurt anything. What do you think was going to happen there?
This game sort of like it made a lot. It used to make a lot more sense for Sonic to just break things by running through them back when, you know, that was an actual superpower he had, where he had like a boost force field thing going on. The problem with the red rings is that when you're actually on the hunt for them, you stop trying to play the level properly and you just sort of like finagle your way around until you reach each ring. Like so.
Nope, you only have one more to get, so.
The homing attack is also really awkward when done on giant fucking helicopters, I'm just gonna say.
You'd think the rotor blades would hurt, but they don't.
It's a virtual reality world. We can just say it's like an actual case of clipping. Anyway, got all the red rings. Let's do the S rank. I was about to yell out go, and then I realized Sonic actually would do that in Sonic Unleashed.
Here we... Ow!
Every time you boosted, he would yell, go! Go!
Or woo.
Or woo, yeah. I'm not going to knock the voice acting. That was actually the only time I legitimately liked the Jason Griffith voice cast, but, well, at least they went out on a positive note.
Well, I like the sense of it. Oh, no. Because the last game, the 4 kids voice acting was Sonic and the Black Knight.
Actually, I remember liking the voice acting in Black Knight. I just don't think about Black Knight all that often because the game attached to it is not great.
It's just there, yeah. I thought you were going to fucking miss the
whip.
So did I. Like, holy shit. Okay. I think that's all of them.
I hope.
I want to call attention to the fact that I don't have enough memory tokens to complete the story yet, but I have.
Big old buddy, old pal.
Let me just wait for the UI to show up so that I can get a count of how many I have, because I know I've got a bunch. I have 139 memory tokens.
And that's still not enough.
It's not enough to get all the cutscenes. It's not enough to complete the main story. And I'm like, come on, guys. Why would you do this to me? Wait, have I actually... Oh, no, I've switched over to fast travel.
I was going to say, there's no way in fucking hell you did all the challenges of the map.
No, I switched over to the fast travel tab so that I could check if there were any other cyberspace levels to get.
Sonic, you're still here. Go home.
Should have been done with the game ages ago.
Big. It's time to catch the big one. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to have to actually do any fishing, because I think I just have a bunch of tokens still. But here we go. The I win button.
Big old buddy, old pal.
After we've already won.
You know, the few times I've actually gone fishing in my life, I've enjoyed it.
I've never been fishing.
I've been fishing
Never?
Nope, never have.
Oh. I've only been fishing a few times.
I've done like creekside fishing and river fishing. I've only done boat fishing once and I hated it.
Why?
I get seasick, so.
Because I got seasick.
That's not a problem I had.
They see you can say skill issue.
It's not something anyone can control. So, I get it.
The only thing you have left to spend money on is Lost Cocos, which you are already maxed out. So, Big, you're now useless to me.
Well, he is a good place to go if you want to quickly refill on rings.
I know you're just doing this to prove a point, but you really just said, you know what, I don't think this part's long enough.
I'm just waiting for the tokens to run down because I've already clicked it as many times as it can go.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
you're done.
I'm just staring at the screen like, okay, how long is this going to last? But yeah, we now have all of the memory tokens that we need for anything. We are clear to finish the game.
Yay.
Which I'm not going to do. Oh.
Well, I mean, I
still have 17 minutes this part.
Sure, I mean, I need to get the optional cutscenes first.
That's true enough.
There are only a few of them, I'm
boy.
pretty sure. Oh,
If Sage was here,
no.
I'd be...
Fuck. FML. F. L.
L. L.
You could. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
I say, there you go.
Almost. But for some reason, it missed those.
That one just fucking whipped.
I don't. Why did that happen? Come on.
I think it's because once they decide to start getting up, they're considered invulnerable to do their attack.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that shit too.
I was say they die in like 2 hits, so just attack them normally.
Yeah, you see, it didn't register that last hit because it was already getting up.
At least there was only one left. Okay, so
Oh boy. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You don't need the rings.
I think whenever I see one of the containers, I'm just compelled.
Those
to see
dogs
what's
piss me
inside.
off. I gotta punch something.
I'm just compelled to see what items are inside the containers when I find them.
I had secured Dr. Eggman in cyberspace to protect him from the
So-
destruction. I had hoped
So,
external
Sage,
as well.
Sage, I have a very important question about this cyberspace plan of yours.
I understand now why you locked my friends in the cyber cage.
What were you planning to do when Eggman finally got bored?
It's too late for an I'm sorry from either of us. Better to focus on making things right.
That's a very mature statement, Sonic. You would never last a day on Twitter.
But I am totally gonna fucking call you out on Twitter later when you least expect it. Count the days.
Okay, so now I'm just jumping from fast travel point to fast travel point, dashing to each cutscene in turn. There's nothing left to really do, is there?
Nope. Just hand over hearts.
You know what's funny though? Because you can buy all the memory tokens and fish for all the memory tokens and all of that. You know what it reminds me the most of? Super Mario Odyssey, of all things.
Correct.
Because at the end of the game, they re-unlock the power moons that you can buy from the shops and let you just buy those infinitely. So yeah, you have this long-ass list of completion objectives you could go after if you want to unlock the darker side of the moon. Or you could just buy moons until you have enough and get the endgame content that way. And you know, I collected so many goddamn coins that I reached that point without thinking about it. No, I think the thing is, you also get the coins as rewards for the achievements from what's-her-name, Toadette.
It's been so long since I did my 100% completion Odyssey stream. But I do recall the last bit of that stream, which is me just talking to Toadette forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh boy, you did this achievement, and this achievement, and this achievement, and this achievement, and this achievement.
Wow, Mario, you're a loser.
You don't even have an achievement system on this console. You did this all for nothing.
I stopped playing at the point at which I was comfortable to stop playing, and that was that, you know? I didn't bother trying to 100%.
For my review, I just played whatever I felt comfortable with, but for the live stream series, like, yeah, I can do it now.
What a mistake.
And it was fun. I was generally surprised by the shit I didn't know until then. But it was also like, holy shit, this is bloated.
Well, you know, I'm not going to say bloated, but I will say that when there are a lot of objectives like that, it does make each individual objective feel less important.
I think just because of the scope of the objectives, well, in terms of just the number of objectives there are, I think that's inevitability. Otherwise, the game will probably take too fucking long to produce.
Once the ancient
I don't really think that's necessarily the issue. I think the issue is that they have a lot of small power moons with small tasks
Yeah.
attached to them. And
hope to live in
they didn't quite nail the balance between keeping that constant string of rewards going and making the individual rewards feel like
all for a
big
desperate
accomplishments.
last stand.
And I'm saying that's only because of just how many there are in the game.
Now I know.
You know, I think if they had to take time to make every single individual power moon big or small to feel as a noteworthy or as much of an accomplishment as the one previously, the game will take too long to produce. Because you have to put more care into each moon than probably necessary.
Yeah, well, they wanted the player to always have something worthwhile to find no matter where they went. But I think they leaned too heavily into the power moons and not heavily enough into the purple coins. Like, they probably could have gotten away with doubling the amount of purple coins and cutting the power moons at least down to 3/4 of what they have.
Yeah.
And I think it would have worked out better. The game's still, like, a blast to play, though.
Oh, yeah, it's still an incredible game.
I leave it on the shelf for, like, a year or more and then every so often I go back to it, and I'm able to recapture a lot of that magic, you know, every time I go back to it.
They didn't seem, I don't know, alive. Do you know what the Cocoa really are?
They originated as lucky charms.
They originated as Lucky Charms for the ancients.
Designed to contain their
They're magically delicious.
Marshmallows? I mean, they're cute enough, but I don't know.
Ancients changed them, or maybe the
Sonic just pulls out a bowl of cereal. Let's try.
All right.
Could Sonic catch a Lucky Charms leprechaun?
Any more cutscenes? Yes, actually.
I don't know. It depends if Lucky's speed is magical
The
based.
issue with this island is, like, the cost for everything is so steep that, like, even though I spent multiple parts going through the island and actually doing stuff, I still ended up leaving almost all of the cutscenes until after I had already, you know, gotten all of the memory tokens through fishing. So, talking of balance that's skewed, this island really does not want you to explore it, does it?
The ancients came to this
That's like, you know,
hundreds of thousands of
you have two choices for how to clear this island. You could play the game
technology was vastly
and fish,
superior to any
or you can just fish.
I knew it felt different at the time.
But you're not going to beat this island without fishing.
Alien was surprising.
Not unless you have the patience of God.
Structures, cyberspace. It didn't make sense that such advanced stuff was also super old. But it all came from space, so
You know,
well, there you go, I guess.
They're saying a lot of the same things, too.
look like it
yeah.
had survived, I wonder.
I mean,
Circumstances, I would
when you're just
explain
playing the
those
game,
simulations.
listening to these particular conversations is nice. Because, you know, it's interesting.
Listening to them back to back like this is a little repetitive.
Yeah. They're ultimately just musings about the situation, these optional cutscenes.
It's honestly the only thing they can really talk about now that we're at the climax of the game.
Yeah.
You know,
And the optional cutscenes here aren't really story important very much.
but what did you find more fascinating, like progressing through the game, like the history of the ancients, or just seeing like Sage develop as a character? Because I was more on the latter than I was in the former.
Well, I mean, I'm into all of it, but I'm also the kind of person who, you know, plays through an Elder Scrolls game and
Makes Johnny Quest references in 2023.
I'm also the kind of person who plays through an Elder Scrolls game and literally reads all of the books. Every single one of the books. The best part of buying a house in that game is having a place to keep all of my books.
Just like in real life.
So I'm like I'm like really into the lore of any game that I play. I care about the worlds and all the stuff going on in them. So yeah, I enjoyed Sage developing as a character, but I also enjoyed seeing these characters actually stop and look around and talk about the world that they're in as if it matters. Because that's something that's been sorely lacking in Sonic the Hedgehog games for a long time. And it's so weird that it's lacking because the Sonic series has, for a long time, had a stronger emphasis on, you know, having a world and a story than, say, Mario does. So you'd think they would have put a little bit more, you know, energy into it. A little bit more.
I mean, in Mario, stuff just exists, and that's kind of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like Mario doesn't do good stories and settings when it tries, but it only tries very sporadically.
And then Miyamoto says no.
I'm not, you know, I'm not sure where Miyamoto's headspace is regarding that kind of stuff anymore, because it seems like he likes it from time to time, but then he gets really cynical about it and starts shaking his fist at clouds. So it's like, you know, where do you really stand, man? Oh, I'm doing that thing again where I don't want to go up the correct way, so I'm trying to look for places where I can actually climb the wall.
Yeah, this video is only 30 minutes long. I can make it 31. Watch me. Here we go.
Well, I mean,
Speed run? Hell no. This is speed walk.
All I'm thinking about now is Hal from Malcolm in the Middle and his speed walking getup. If you know what I'm talking about.
I'm almost there. I just need to make it a little bit further. Oh, no. That's... Wait, it's working.
Wait, this works.
I don't know what it is about that almost vertical but not quite wall, but you can actually jump up it for some reason.
And there's Sage.
There you are.
What the hell were you doing?
I was waiting for you. Why did you think I would come up here? You came, didn't you?
Why didn't you just take the elevator?
It's right next to me.
You can't just take control of that last Titan, can you? And this is the last one, right?
This is the last one, right? Well, there's an Ikaruga boss after that. What?
Let's do it to it.
Never
We're
mind.
out of time. We've got to save everyone, everywhere.
All at once?
All at once.
Okay. That's all of them. I've finally cleared all of the optional cutscenes. There's nothing else to
jump down
do.
and talk to Sage.
Yet. Nothing else to do but jump down and talk to Sage. Unless...
No.
You know, it's a beautiful day. I think I'll go for a jog.
Around the entire island.
Twice.
Okay, here we go. So, just to make sure you haven't forgotten how Ikaruga plays, they have another hacking minigame to get into the final Chaos Emerald.
Chaos Emerald inside. Your power is required to access it.
Why can't you do it? You're the digital being.
We got to open that door. Are you good with hanging around? I thought you were supposed to be looking after Eggman while he helps hunt down the emeralds.
That's a very good
I'll
question.
be at his side when he needs me. For now, we must focus
I
on
like
the task
how
ahead.
nonchalant she is about that, because it confirms that she's not technically tied to any one place, even if she's manifesting there. She probably has half of an eye on Eggman at all times and is ready to, you know, pop on
Zip
over to
about,
him whenever
yeah.
he gets into
Yeah.
trouble. Anyway, it's time for some more bullet hell. If only hacking was this easy in real life.
If it's this easy in real life, nothing would be secure.
This is, I gotta say though, like, when you consider having to be in hard mode to get to the last boss, it's weird that they would throw this right before it.
Yeah.
How it's just kind of back to back.
Well, I mean, it's kind of just a warm-up, really.
Oh.
I mean, this is pretty easy. It's all just color matching.
It's basically just a more forgiving Ikaruga, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although this was a bit of a curveball. The thing you have to know, that the graphics of the hacking minigame don't necessarily, like, tell you, is that you're invulnerable to the entire color that you're holding down. The reason I say that
Yeah.
the graphics don't actually tell you that in this case is because in the final boss, you'll actually see a colored shield around your ship the entire time when you're holding down a button. But in this...
It's better. Yeah, it's better conveyed in the boss fight itself, but not in the minigame.
Yeah, in the minigame, it's just you're shooting pellets. Okay.
Yeah, little pellets out of your little triangle, little mouse pointer.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yep. Easy. Easy peasy. I did die once, but...
You're so good at Ikaruga. You must play a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog. What?
I do like this final, like, tunnel into the Chaos Emerald. It's just confusing that they actually, like, put multiple paths in here and, you know, a couple collectibles.
You said I had 0 chances of winning. You change your mind yet?
0.000000000 for like 10 minutes later.
3 hours later.
Is a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. Ah, man.
Beyond imagination.
I wonder if
Even a 1%
if
chance
Ian Flynn, when he wrote that line, was actually thinking of Dumb and
I
Dumber.
won't disappoint.
If so, that's probably the best reference this game makes.
And we just have random Coco here.
Well, yeah, we'll be fighting the final boss next part. See you then, ladies and gentlemen.